at Disneyland resorts, there are some things you need to know before planning your trip to go to Disneyland and visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And this was posted by Disney Parks blog. For guests wishing to live out Star Wars adventures and access to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which started June 24th. This is post the reservation system where you had to go online at the start of May, make reservations to get in, and you were only allowed a limited time in there. But starting June 24th, Disneyland resorts may utilize a virtual queuing system as needed to help everyone have a great experience. Download the Disneyland app before arriving and check the app signage the day of your visit to find out if you will need to be part of a boarding group to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that day. The boarding group will save you a virtual spot in line so you can enjoy other experiences while you wait to be notified of a time to enter. Now, this is similar. I've never been to Universal Studios, Orlando, or Hollywood, but I know they have a virtual queuing system like this where you can place yourself in a ride or attraction wait time and then come back when it's your time to ride the ride. So you can go out and experience much more, which I like how Disneyland is doing this, so you don't have to spend hours upon hours waiting in line to ride the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride, which this did start the 24th, which was Monday, and I did see very long lines waiting to ride that. I believe the latest I saw, it was up to 160 plus minutes, and that was just in the morning, so who knows how long it actually got up to. For this, you may use the Disneyland app to request to be part of a boarding group after entering the Disneyland park. If implemented that day, simply link the theme park tickets of everyone in your party together on the app to request the same boarding group for your entire party. To see which boarding group is currently being admitted to the land, look on the app or digital signage in the park. For guests not using the Disneyland app, a boarding group may be obtained with a park admission ticket at select Disney Fast Pass services locations such as the Haunted Mansion, Indiana Jones Adventure, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, or the Matterhorn bobsleds. So, my best guess is if you want to be a part of the boarding group, which sounds similar to the reservation system that they did, do it on the Disneyland app. I don't trust going to the Fast Pass locations, especially I believe the lines will add up on there. So if you can, make your reservation or boarding group pass or whatever on the Disneyland app. It'll be much simpler, but you're only going to be able to do this you have to have a ticket, you have to be inside the park and make the reservation for that to happen. Right. Now, reservations for Savvy's Workshop and Oga's Cantina. Of course, Savvy's Workshop is the place that you are able to build your own lightsaber, which is $200. I think it's after tax $215, but I've heard these lightsabers are very high quality compared to what you see in the stores, compared to the FX lightsabers. These are really nice lightsabers, and just the experience overall of building it is worth it from what I've heard. And Oga's Cantina, of course, it is the first place to serve alcohol in a Disneyland part of the park. So, of course, beginning June 24th, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will no longer require a reservation to access the land, although reservations will be required for Savvy's Workshop and Oga's Cantina, which have very limited capacities. Guests wishing to book a reservation for these experiences may do so on the same day of their visit, beginning at 7 a.m. with a valid credit card. Reservations for both experiences will allow access into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at that time of the reservation, so it will not be necessary to join a boarding group. If applicable, to enter the land to participate in reserved experience, please visit disneyland.com/Chevy's Workshop or disneyland.com/Cantina for important details. So it sounds like for the first couple months, I would say 3 months, maybe even longer. If you're going to visit Disneyland to do Star Wars, it's going to end up being an all-day thing. I'm not sure. Now with the reservation system, you only received 4 hours inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I'm not sure with these boarding groups if that gives you a limited time or if you get as much time as you want. But it sounds like if you're able to get in, it could be an all-day thing, which it should be. It's a new park. Get the new experience of it, get the new feel. I've heard and seen it's like you're not even in a Disney park. You're in a whole different new world. But for this, if you want to do all 3, well, there's actually 4 attractions. They didn't include if there's a reservation system or not to build your own droid, but that's just as big of a part of the experiences I've heard with visiting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So if you're looking to ride the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, build your own lightsaber, visit the Cantina, and build your own droid, it's going to be an all-day thing. Now, if you're not into all that, I would pick and choose maybe one thing to do each day if you're able to. And I'm interested to see how this virtual queue works. I know they posted a picture of that as well that I'll include here, but I want to see how that goes as well and see how it compares to how they do it at Universal. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.